Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 6 of What If Naruto Got All Kurama Powers Before the Chunin exams. Remember to give this one to 100 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Found the Uzumaki Curse over in Anime King 3. And enjoy that guys. And also for Anime King 2, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Kidnapped and Returned with a Bloodline, so go ahead, check out that and enjoy guys. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button. Yes, I indeed have 3 channels, and Making 2 and Making 3, which I post What If on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Making family, and thank you for all of your help and support. And yeah, without further ado, what do you say we jump right into the new episode? Start the intro. So the last time we left off, Hiruzen had a bad feeling as he made sure to send backup reinforcement to aid Naruto and the others. Meanwhile, Naruto faced off against Sasuke and Suigetsu, as Naruto showed them that they were nothing compared to him. The skills that he has acquired so far had put him on a level above them, and he proceeded to show them that by beating the 2 of them down, as he tore Sasuke a new one, knocking the Uchiha down. As Naruto started to gather his power for a technique, his ability was able to wipe through the entire area, shocking everyone as Suigetsu tried to clash with him. But when the attack died down, Suigetsu was nowhere to be seen, and Sasuke and Mark were seated as he was unconscious. Jiraiya flashed into the area as things were getting bad as Orochimaru showed up. He never got to go through this invasion because of Hiruzen, and now he was going to make sure that he puts an end to Jiraiya, and not to mention that brat as well. As Kabuto arrived, Kabuto and Naruto start to fight. Kabuto truly believed that he was above Naruto in every way possible, but he was caught off guard when he was being bodied all around the place. Now that came to him as a complete shock, as he was being knocked down and he had to call out for Kimimaro. Kimimaro was disappointed that Kabuto had to call out for his aid. That was rather pathetic of him, but Kabuto underestimated Naruto severely, and now he was losing. Meanwhile, that was going on, Mei and Ayo were coming to Konoha. As they were on their way, they came by the Land of Wave, as they heard about the hero Naruto. Yes, he was the one that saved the village after all. Meanwhile, Naruto and Kimimaro started to throw down. Both of them clashed as Kimimaro was fast, powerful, but Naruto showed that with the Fox chakra as he intake 20% and started to push himself to his bodily limit as he started to get exhausted. His stamina was going down, but still he fought through it. Despite going at this for a long while now, he fought through it. As the both of them threw their own techniques, it was then that Kimimaro created his whirl of bones, as Naruto used a chakra in his throat and roared. The team of Genins were beyond shock when the attack went into a cataclysmic explosion, which killed Kimimaro as he collapsed. Kabuto had to move away. As Orochimaru arrived, Naruto was about to kill Kabuto, but Orochimaru grabbed Naruto from behind as placed a sword at his throat, and Naruto placed a sword, his head-cleaving blade, at Kabuto's neck. Either of them moved, they died. That is when Itachi arrived on the scene, as he told him to stop. As it seems that the Akatsuki has great interest in allowing Orochimaru to survive, it seems that they were doing something together. What Jiraiya did not exactly know, because Orochimaru had left the organization, he was a traitor to it, but yet the organization was not killing him. Itachi was here though. But Jiraiya also knew about the relationship between Naruto and Itachi, as he saw some difference in the boy. Did he break the seal? Not only that though, Sasuke had woken up as he saw Orochimaru getting bodied by Naruto. Of all people. What was the point of him going to the damn snake? What was the point? The snake was not going to offer him any power because he was weak. As he saw Itachi as well. But his body was too weak to actually do anything about that. As he in the past note once again. The group separated as Itachi gave Naruto a look. Naruto narrowed his gaze by that look as Itachi left. They went back to Konoha, as the two girls were brought back as well. TY was placed in the hospital. After speaking about Sasuke's punishment, Naruto returned home to find Itachi was there waiting for him. As Itachi told him that there was much that they had to talk about. That it was when he revealed that he was his brother. Now that was rather shocking for Naruto as he got all of that information. Orochimaru seemed to know about that as Jiraiya wrote it in one of his books. About the three of them being together. As Orochimaru put it together. Now that was angering him as that brat had taken away so much from him. And he was growing exponentially. He didn't want a Itachi 2.0. As Orochimaru placed his name in the bingo book. The Raikage got a whiff of that. As he was surprised by that. Looking towards the young shinobi. As he orders the man to find out some more information about this Naruto. As he wanted to know exactly who he was. TY was afraid when she woke up and saw Naruto, but he talked to her. And Karen was a good judge of character because of her ability. And she seemed to accept Naruto, given the fact that she held on to his arm. And she said that they were all a part of the same clan. And she didn't seem to have a problem with that. So TY was inclined to trust him. But still she was not that easy to trust him because the last time she and him fought, well, it wasn't really a fight, he just knocked her out. But still, the instinct to kill was there, a lot of it. And she was a bit on edge at that. So yeah guys, basically that's what I thought you guys came. Switch across the places to yourself, and what do you say we just jump right into the new episode without wasting any more time, guys. We begin this new episode at the courtroom of Konoha. Naruto arrived. As he saw Shikamaru, all of the Genins that were there on the mission, and a few high-ranking Jonins as well, and some Chunins, and several other important people. As he looked towards the podium that was currently empty, the council had yet to show up. He eyed Kakashi, who was sitting towards the smaller section with Asuma. As Naruto walked over and he was waved over by Kakashi. When did you all get back, he asked. Last night. Thank you for stopping Sasuke from leaving, said Kakashi. I was assigned a mission and I completed it. In truth, I would have rather let him go. He's a spoiled brat and needs to have his ego checked, said Naruto. As Kakashi could sense the tenseness, it seems that Naruto just was really upset or didn't care about Sasuke. But he had to ask though. I heard about you and your wind manipulation. You know I'm one of the best wind users in Konoha. I could use a training partner, he said. Well, I can see what I can do, said Naruto, but me and Jiraiya are supposed to be leaving on a training trip very soon. All rise for the council, the bailiff said, which turned out to be Genma. As Sarutobi, Danzo, Homura, Koharu, they all arrived towards the upper level, while the Envoy Commander, Dragon, Jonin Commander, Shikaku, Nara, and Jiraiya sat in lower podium. As the rest of the council sat down, Sarutobi stood tall. This trial is now called to order, he said, with each member state their name and position. Homura Kato, Advisor of Economical Affairs. Koharu Yuden, Advisor of Civilian Affairs. Danzo Shinmira, Advisor of Shinobi Affairs. Dragon, Envoy Commander. Shikaku Nara, Jonin Commander. Jiraiya of the Sannin, Head of Intelligence Division. Hiruzen Sarutobi, Hiruzen said lastly. Third Hokage. This court is now in session. This trial is to decide the fate of deserter Sasuke Uchiha. This is a military-only hearing, so everything said here is not to be leaked to the public under the penalty of death. Witnesses will come to the stand, place their testimony, answer questions, and the verdict will be decided on this alone. Any defense the accuser might have no longer applies due to the treasonous of this nature. We will now have a listing of the crimes that were committed. Sarutobi says he sat down. The accounts are as follows. 1 count of desertion, 2 counts of attacking a superior officer, and 1 count of disobeying direct orders. Jiraiya, as you are the member of this council with the most knowledge of this case, will you please start? Jiraiya nodded. 2 days ago, Myself and my apprentice, Special Jonin Naruto Uzumaki, were trained at the Valley of the End when we received the report that Sasuke Uchiha was missing. By the time they arrived at our location, he was sealed away in a barrel, being moved by a group of stone shinobis. After my apprentice defeated the shinobis, a reinforcement made himself known and tried to gain capture of said crate. During this struggle, Sasuke Uchiha broke free and was defeated by Naruto Uzumaki. Due to his defeat and then capture of the forces that were sent to aid us. Thank you, Jiraiya. You may sit. We will now hear the testimony of Kakashi Hatake, the accused Jonin Sensei. Kakashi made his way towards the witness box as he sat down. During the exams, my team, including Sasuke Uchiha, was unfortunate enough to run into Orochimaru. The results of this running was Sasuke being marked by Orochimaru Curse Seal, which I sealed with a twin Evil Suppression Seal as a temporary measure. After the finals of the Chunin exam, Sasuke became more withdrawn as a result of his loss due to injuries from Gar of the Desert, and I made plans to have the seal reinforced after said event. But he left the village before it could be done. Thank you, Kakashi. Any questions, Council? I have one, said Danzo. Had you noticed any questionable behavior before the cursed mark had been applied? Sasuke had an adventure complex as long as I had known him, but other than a few statements and wanting to get stronger, it never affected his performance, and it really affected his teamwork, said Kakashi. Alright, any other questions, Sir Toby asked, but no one raised their hands, so he continued. What do you believe is a proper punishment? Kakashi pondered on that for a moment. I know I might sound biased because I'm a sensei, but I believe he should have the curse mark completely sealed away and put on probation for 6 months, or until he shows changes. Okay, Kakashi, thank you. Next witness, Shikamaru Nara, Chunin. As Shikamaru made his way to his stand and sit down, myself and Shino Berame Chunin was charged to lead a team to retrieve Sasuke Uchiha as he relayed all the information that happened. Since up to Sasuke captured, Homiro was the one to question something. Was the Uchiha at any point in control? Not that I was aware of. He fought like a beast most of the time, Shikamaru said. Remember seeing Sasuke act, especially when he transformed. Very well. And your punishment? From what I have seen, the curse mark runs on chakra. Seal his chakra, remove the seal, and put him on probation, Shikamaru said. Any other questions? Sir Toby asked, but no one said anything yet. Good, he said. You may have a seat, he said Shikamaru, who returned back to his seat. Will Naruto Uzumaki, the one that defeated him, please come to the stands? Naruto could remember the last time he was here. That was when he was 6 years old, he thought to himself. Just like Jiraiya stated, he proceeded to relay everything that happened between him and Sasuke and the others. Dragon asked after he was finished, what was the other threat? Orochimaru and his second in charge, Kabuto Yakushi, plus another shinobi under Orochimaru. The room gasped at the news, whether for the fact that Orochimaru was there himself or for the fact that Naruto fought him. What was the result of that altercation, Danzo asked. I killed the third ninja and almost killed Kabuto, but Orochimaru intervened. Then Jiraiya almost killed Orochimaru, but he was stopped as well. Jiraiya, who could have possibly stopped you? Koharu asked. We're getting off track, Jiraiya said, not answering the question. I'll tell you all later, and Sensei already knows. Are there any more questions for Naruto? Sarutobi said. No? Alright. Naruto, the punishment, he said. As Naruto turned towards Danzo, of all person, as he just stood there, before he turned back to Hiruzen, reassignment from Team 7, and placed under the care of Danzo Shamira for emotional and behavioral training, said Naruto. The room was dead shocked at that. Eyes switching from Danzo to Naruto. Danzo was the one to question. And how did you come by this, if I might ask? As he could not afford Itachi coming after him. He thought to himself, as a special Jonin, I have access to the Jonin section of the library. In it I found information on the Third Great Shinobi War. It spoke about our side benefit from special training envoys that were trained by you, especially Danzo. Training the ability to completely mask emotions and to never break under interrogation. If you can train envoy to do that, it should be no problem to get Sasuke emotions under control, which in turn should render all problem with the curse mark null and void, said Naruto. Danzo and Hiruzen shared a look, one that they had shared before. If this was done, they had to worry about Itachi coming back, to find out why Sasuke was placed under Danzo's command. But if they did not, Sasuke would become a nightmare situation that not even Itachi would want. That will be all Naruto. The council will now decide the fate of Sasuke Uchiha. Genma. As Genma nodded to get Sasuke. Meanwhile, in the hidden stone, Oniki sat at his desk filled with paperwork. Old man! As someone burst into his office as he turned towards his newly promoted Chunin granddaughter. What do you need, Kurosaki? I'm busy. Namikaze has a son, she said. I already know of this. You do? Yes. The council has brought this to me already. And as I said to them, there will be no ill will towards a child for what his father did. You of all people should know this. Now go back to work. You have more important things to do. After all, with your new position comes new responsibilities. She frowned. She was the last to find out about this. Things could not keep on going like that after all. If she was going to be Tishikage one day, she needed to know information quickly. Time skip. Konoha. Sasuke was currently in the confinement booth as he was brought here. In front of him stood Sarutobi as everyone waited for the verdict. The man then finally spoke. Sasuke Uchiha has been found guilty in the crime of desertion. He has also been found guilty in attacking a superior and disobeying direct orders. However, due to his curse mark clogging his mind, we must treat this as it was unwilling act. Sasuke Uchiha has performed some difficulty before the Chunin exams, but nothing to the level of what happened after the mark was applied. This shows some mental manipulation took place. Therefore, he shall not be put to death or have life imprisonment despite this being the normal circumstances when it comes to desertion. His punishment will be 1 year probation with no advancement. Curse mark will be sealed and he will be forced to undergo behavior modification training. As of today, Sasuke Uchiha has been removed from Team 7 and been placed in the reserves. And that is final. This is now over. Genma, take him into custody. Council, to my chambers along with Kakashi and Naruto. Meanwhile, interrogation department. Alright, you both check out. You will have an envoy escort for the next few months until you prove your 100% loyalty, stated Inoichi as he glanced over some files in his hand as he looked towards the two girls. I wish you both luck. If you need a friend, I'm sure my daughter Ino wouldn't mind showing you around the village. Thanks. But where will we be living? The shithead of a clan compound. Who? Oh, yes, Naruto, he said, remembering that is the way the girl referred to Naruto as, which was rather disrespectful. But it was just her manner of speaking. She didn't grow up properly like normal people. No, a clan cannot have a compound unless there's 5 people. For now, you'll be staying within his house. Naruto-kun has a house? Said Karen. But Orochimaru said that he was an orphan. Who cares what the snake prick said? We're free as soon as the Toad Sannin seals this, said Teiwa as she pointed towards her neck. Back in the Hokage chambers. Might I ask what this is about? Asked Shikaku. I assume that's about the Uchiha punishment, said Dragon. Partially. Sasuke will need emotional control for the mark, just like Anko had. However, this needs to be about the reformation of the Department of Homeland Security. Surely you're joking, Hiruzen. There's a reason that department was disbanded at the end of the Third War, Humira said. It was dismantled because the Uchihas were doing a good job, but now they're gone, Danzo said. The invasion only proved that tighter watch is needed. If it had been the Stone, Kumo, or even Kiri, we might have not been here to have discussed this. Danzo has a good point, said Jiraiya, gaining shock look from most of the room. My spy network is focused outside of the country. The only reason I have any spy here is because it's our last line of defense. Homeland Security will be a big boom to the village defense and directly get the younger generations involved in defending the village. Perhaps it's not a bad idea, Gaharu said. We have a large amount of missions coming around from certain area for bandit camps and groups that should not be happening. Plus, they could act as police force. Exactly. And I already have a tactician in mind, plus 2 squads and a commander, said Sarutobi. The envoy can filter new recruits as well, if they want to retire back to regular forces. Dragon nodded. Indeed, I have several members that wish to retire, and many that could be beneficial in a smaller force and lower stress training unit. I assume that's why we're here, said Kakashi. I have the experience in this kind of work, and Naruto is the newest, possibly strongest special Jonin. I assume I'm supposed to be the commander and Naruto's supposed to be the squad leader. Correct. Naruto, along with the other squad leaders, will all be special Jonins. Under them will be Chunin, and if we find special cases amongst Genins, they will also be a part of the team. There will also be a team of Envu assigned, the HLS. They will be assigned to the highest threat levels. The only problem I can see in this is that it might conflict with other departments. Stated Shikaku. There will always be overlapping issues, but with Homeland Security directly under me, and non-Vus as well, it will be kept at a minimum. Sarutobi said, I want this program starting up in the next 48 hours. You may use the north wing of the defense hall. Kakashi and Danzo, you will set up the squads other than squad 1 and 2. After that, prepare the training regiments. Shikaku, for the foreseeable future you will be teaching your son his new position. Dragon, tell your men and women of this, because all are welcome, and prepare the unit for the program. Kaharu and Homura, please allocate the funds from the village treasury, and if necessary inform me of any shortage that we might have, so I can make a formal request to the daimyo. Naruto, take this stack of folders and decks and review them. Alert those people to be at the hall in 2 days time, 7 AM sharp. As the group nodded, time skip, at Kumo. Two blondes stood in front of the Raikage. The one on the left, an 18-year-old Kunoichi, with blonde hair taped in two ponytails. She had sharp blue slitted eyes and she was wearing a Jonin vest. On the right, a 14-year-old Kunoichi. Her blonde hair came right at the end of her neck. Brown shirt and a black skirt that did nothing to hide her well-conditioned body. You both understand that I hold nothing against you. You are just a perfect match for him. You, Jito, and him are both Jinchuriki and Samui, and him are the same age plus a fellow Kinjutsu protege. Stay to the Raikage from behind his decks. Minato was the worst thing that ever happened to the Hidden Stone. We must ensure that his son never do the same to us. I understand the mission, Hokage-sama, said Yujiro. As do I, said Samui. I have already sent the letter. You are to go to Konoha under the guise of another peace treaty. Your official job is to ensure that there is no hostility towards Kumo. Once established, you will seduce Naruto Uzumaki and make sure there is no threat to Kumo. I will come once you have established there is no hostility. Understood. They both nodded. At the same time with Naruto, he sneezed as he wiped his nose. As he looked at the folders, gotta hand it to the old man, these teams should be great together, however this one, I don't think that she should be put with him. Oh well. As he made his way after preparing everything, Naruto walked into Konoha Veterinary Clinic Hospital, and he saw who he was looking for immediately. Welcome. How can I help you? Who is this, she wondered. A Yamanaka? Hell, he looks so young to be a Jonin. He looked around Kiba's age. Holy shit. Is that Uzumaki? Yes, you can. The Hokage asked me to deliver your new assignment. You are to report to the North Wing of the defensive hall in 2 days time, 7 AM sharp. I'm being reassigned? But I've always been a medic, she said. I can tell that you will still be a medic, but I don't think it's for animals anymore. See you then, Hana, he says. He started to walk off. Wait! You're Naruto Uzumaki, right? The one that defeated the Sanjinjuki in the Chunin exams. Is that you? Yes, that's me, he said. Is there something that you need, he asked, with a small smile. Oh, it's nothing, she said. I just remember Kiba talking about you when you were in the academy. Naruto tilted his head to the side. You know, you look really cute when you blush, he said. See you soon, Hana, as he walked off, as her face turned even more red. What the hell? Did that brat just get to her so easily? But she had to say, he looks so different. More manly. Weird. Huh. In such a short amount of time, she thought to herself. Meanwhile, at the Haruna residence, Sakura was surprised. Did you really fight alongside Kakashi-sensei? She asked. Yes. But even better, I fought alongside Yellow Flash himself, said her mother Mabuki. Your father fought alongside him twice, but he doesn't like talking about it. The second time he fought alongside him was when he got injured. Wow, I never knew that. I thought it would be in a history book or something. She was taken from her thoughts and a knock at the door went off. Not everything is written down in history books, Sakura. Now go and get the door. Judging by this chakra, I would say that he's your blonde teammate. As Sakura got up, not seeing the look on Mibuki's face. Kushina-senpai, please, forgive her, she said to herself. Sakura made her way towards the door. As she wondered what Naruto was doing here. Wasn't Sasuke trial today? No, it was this morning. She shook her head. If she didn't get him out of her head always, it would not help her. It would not help her get better, she thought to herself. After what he did. And she opened the door. Was she mistaken or something, or did Naruto get taller than her? Hey Sakura, I actually came to talk to your mother. But can I talk to you too, said Naruto. Can I come in? Sakura never got to respond as Mibuki arrived behind her. Hello Naruto, she said. The Chunin jacket fits you well. Come on in, she said. Thank you, said Naruto. Sakura, me and Kakashi has been assigned to a new division, so Team 7 has been disbanded. If you want, I've asked a friend to help you until you've been reassigned. Sakura sat still for a second. So Kakashi Sensei won't be my sensei anymore. Well, of course he will, just like how Aruka Sensei will always be your sensei. But Kakashi and I will be happy to train with you whenever we have free time. Thank you, she said with a smile. But what do you need my mom for, she asked. Oh yeah, said Naruto as he unsealed the folder and handed it to her. You've been reassigned. You are to report to the North Wing. Defensive Hall, 2 days from now, 7 AM. She looked it over. Guess I better start training again, she said. Thank you, she said to him. As Naruto nodded. Well, I'll see you guys, he says, and meet his way off. Meanwhile, the unknown area. You have exposed us needlessly. Would you explain why Zetsu reported that you could have killed Orochimaru yet you spare him? Asked Pain. As Itachi, Sasori, and Kisame, they were holograms. If I had let Jiraiya kill Orochimaru, there was a good chance that Kyuubi and Julke would have also died as well. And if Orochimaru perishes, we also lose the last ring. Itachi stated to Pain, the gruff voice off. Sasori spoke next. Both the sand and the stone spend a large portion of their resources to track down Orochimaru. If he were to die, they may change their focus to us. I believe that Itachi made the right call in this case, but we shouldn't put it past Orochimaru to not change the directions of his own goals. Whatever he might want with Sasuke Uchiha is out of his reach now. And from what my spies have gathered, the Kyuubi Jinchuriki has become stronger. Orochimaru is not to be underestimated, and I might believe now that his sights are turning onto the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. Very well, your actions, while risky, might have helped us this time, but this is a warning. Do not cross my orders again. Time skip, Forest of Death. Anko was sitting in the Forest of Death when someone appeared. What do you want, Danzo? She said. Impotent as ever. I come to tell you that you'll be working for me once again. What? She said. Not en route. Sir Toby has designed a re-advised program in the Homeland Security. You will be a captain. He pulled out 2 folders and handed them to Anko. The first folder is your assignment from Sir Toby, including those that work underneath you. And the second folder contains your assignment from me. Be sure to not disappoint me once again. Danzo made his way off. She opened the second folder first. Her eyes widened when she saw the subject. What the hell does he want with that kid, she thought to herself. Time skip. Wow, so many colors, said Karen, as they stepped into the flower shop. I didn't know that half of these existed. You're from grass country, and you've never seen grass before. Shut up, KY, said Karen. I assume my father sent you. They turned to see someone looking at them, blonde, around their age. He said you were coming. Let me properly introduce myself. I'm Ino Yamanaka. I'm TOY and this is Karen. You mind showing us around the village? If I'm going to live in this place, might as well know where the hell everything is. Meanwhile, at the office, Jiraiya was serious as he looked towards Harrison. You do realize that this is an enormous risk. If the brat sides with Danzo, that means that Danzo will gain the civilian support. Plus, if Itachi finds out that Danzo is training his little brother. But that's just it. Sasuke has traitorous tendencies. I have no doubt that he will be an unwilling spy for us against Danzo. And he's already tried to leave the village once. If he tried to do that under Danzo's care, then it will be over. Danzo will be seen as one that send him away. And what if he turns out right, and Danzo is seen as the mentor of the last Uchiha? Asks Jiraiya. Even better, unload the talented, troubling ninja on Danzo, and he doesn't have any time to do anything else. Anything corrupted and twisted, Hiruzen said, and having Naruto serve underneath him. Granted, Kakashi will be there as a shield, but he will have access to the kid. And that is just good, Jiraiya. Tell me, if Danzo was less ruthless and less war-hungry, would he make a good Hokage? Are you telling me that you want Naruto to rub off on Danzo? You're gonna put Minato son next to that man who is the reason why he was hated as a child, hoping that Naruto would make him a better person. I have no intention of making Danzo a better person, Jiraiya. But Naruto on the other hand, I need him to understand the light and darkness of this world. And Danzo will be the best person to show him that, to turn him into an all-around shinobi. Meanwhile, in the streets, thanks for getting me out of the shop. I'd rather be outside or even training than watching the shop all day, Ino said. So, Dad told me that you're staying with Naruto-kun as well. So you like him too, said Teiwire. I'm not surprised, she said. Well, Ino said, I don't know what about him, but he's just so different now. Not to mention, he's always been the nicest person ever. But I don't want to talk about that. So, how do you both like Konoha? Nicest shithole I've ever been in. Plus, there are other ninjas to learn from. It's really nice. I've never felt this much kind chakra signatures in so much place at once. Time skip with Naruto at Ichiwaka Ramen. Still the best, Toki, he said, as he was on his third bowl. Thanks for adding in all the steamed vegetables and meat. This way I can get all my nutrients while eating here. Well, you did give us half our annual income to add that bowl to the menu. You're basically part owner, Ayam said, that chuckle. As Naruto took the next bowl and started to eat, it would make sense your parents tried to buy this place several times. A voice behind Naruto said, Hokage-sama, Ayam said. Oh hey old man, said Naruto. How's your end coming? My end is moving as scheduled. I'll have a bowl of the demon and hidden leaf, said Sarutobi as Toki went off. Quite the name, Sarutobi said. I believe it's named after a young ninja in the village. Oh really, said Naruto. Never heard of him. I also heard that he recently bought the golden leaf, said Sarutobi as he whistled to himself afterwards. As Naruto continued to eat. So Naruto, how's your end coming along? I've met with all but 2 of them. They don't seem to be looking forward though to the new assignment. As he finished his last bowl. I also don't think that my team is well balanced. Both myself and my medic are close range ninja, and the other 2 are mid-range ninja. I haven't met my support ninja yet, but overall my team seems like it's specialized to fight. That's because it is. Uncle's team is a reconnaissance team, and yours shall be the response and reaction team. I believe that you forgot a folder in my office. Make sure you look it over, it's recently updated. And this is now your 5th teammate. Naruto took said folder and placed it in his vest. I think it's about time that you retire, old man, he said. And why do you say that, Naruto-kun, he asks. Chakra decay usually happens around 70. Is that right, said Naruto. His voice sounded a bit sad. So Jiraiya told you, huh? Don't worry, my boy. I still have a few years left in this body of mine. Meanwhile, the main gate. So what do you think the new assignment is? Asked Katetsu. Well, if we're going to the defensive building, it's probably a security job, said Izumo. Am I interrupting something? Both men looked up to see a beautiful, stunning red-haired woman, and a man with an eye patch with blue hair. Sorry, we were discussing a private matter. Name, ranks, and reason for visiting, said Izumo. Meet Hirumi, Jonin. Ayo, Jonin. Here to see your Hokage for support. As both of the guards' eyes widened, as Katetsu gave a signal, as envoys arrive. We have ambassadors from another nation here. Meanwhile, Hyuga compound. Usually, the guards at the compound show no emotion, and there was also rumors that they play tricks on people sometime. Today was not a normal day though. As Uncle Midarashi walked up to them, they activate their Byakugan to see if they were seeing things or not, but it was indeed her. As she asked for Neji Hyuga. Hello? To Hyuga, she yelled. As she noticed her eyes, as she smirked. Do you boys like what you see, she said. It's kind of kinky. You two looking at me with those eyes. Makes me happy I didn't wear any underwear, she said. with a smirk on her face. As both of them passed out, blood come from their nose. Perverts. Every single one of them is a pervert, especially with those eyes of theirs. Time skip. The next day. Sorry I could not meet with you yesterday. There was far too much I had to do, said Sarutobi, as he sat in his chair, giving off that imposing stature of his. After all, the man was known as the Professor and the God of Shinobi, as he looked towards the foreign ambassadors. So you come to my village hoping that I will assist in your civil war, a war that has no personal stake in my village and my village future. Yes, Hokage-sama, said Ayo. I see. And why come to Konoha? Surely Kumo would be more inclined to help you. Well, historically, Konoha has a better history of winning wars, and it was also I who let Naruto keep the Executioner Blade, and also a scroll of several high-ranked ninjutsus. I see, thank you for that, but I still do not see how it's Konoha problem. He owed the woman for that, but he just couldn't put his village into a war that had no grounds for Konoha. The anti-bloodline side is currently negotiating with the stone. We need a stronger village to help us. I am not asking for full alliance, but we're running low on supplies, and that is hindering our efforts, Ayo said, hoping the Hokage would bite on. Supplies are of no consequence. If that is all you're after, then we will be happy to assist you. As a heavy supporter of bloodline in shinobi villages, we feel your plight, but I know that the leader and the co-leader of the bloodline faction did not travel all this way just to ask for supplies, said Sarutobi. May sigh. The Hokage was as sharp as everyone said. Everyone knew of your success. Your village's success in defeating Bijus. Your founders could both control them. You housed the Kyuubi for the duration of many years now. And your fort and Naruto has defeated rampaging beasts. You need a counter to Yagra, said Sarutobi. It will not be as simple as giving you a seal or a sealing master. He has full control over his Biju. You will need lightning users counter his water style. And last of all, you will need a Jinjulki. We understand there's been several people that could fight a Biju. Why exactly do we need a Jinjulki? Asked Ayo. Because while extraordinary ninjas like my successor, the Third Raikage and Oniki could hold themselves against a Biju, fighting a Jinjulki is a different matter. If they have full control of their Biju chakra, which Yagra does, then you need a Jinjulki with the same amount of control, with a stronger beast, unless you possess a jutsu or a ninja that can render its chakra useless. So that is why you say lightning users. They can counter the water jutsu, though earth users will be more effective, said Mei. Indeed, but lightning is a very offensive element, and the standby has very great defenses. Unfortunately though, both of my Jinjulki experts are indisposed at the moment. Until they become available, you can stay. Meanwhile, at the defensive building, North Wing, more than half of the people that he contacted was already there. But the only person that he knew from his group was Shino. That was there early, and Teiwaya. And strangely enough, Shino sat beside Teiwaya as he saw Shikamaru entered, followed by Neji and Choji as well. A moment later, Kakashi and Danzo appeared. The two groups of Anbu appeared. Good. Now they were all here, said Danzo. Kakashi. Kakashi nodded. You were all assigned to this post by the Hokage. In each one of you, he placed his utmost confidence that you will be the first line of this village defense. Stating Kakashi seriously is tone and posture of an Anbu commander. It is with great care that I welcome you all to the newly reformed Homeland Security Department. Danzo continued right afterwards. This department will be responsible for security of the village from enemy from both foreign and domestic. Konoha has become lackadaisical in its defenses. The Sand and Stone invasion has proven that, with our only ally now a potential enemy, we must be ever defensive. As Kakashi continued, as a reforming of the department, your groups will be vital in the security of our borders and our forces as well. Teams will regain and lose members frequently. Members will be added to place in different sections of the department. As Danzo continued, Team 1, our primary assault squad, will be Naruto Uzumaki as leader, along with Shino Aberami, Choji Akimichi, Hana Inuzaka, and Teiwaya Uzumaki. Team 2, our primary recon team will be Anko Midarashi as leader, Neji Hyuga, Mabuki Haruno, Izumo, and Katetsu. Team 3 and 4 will be used as we see fit, and will be made up of Envu and Envu trainees. Team 5 is the Intelligent Division, which will be made up of Shio, Shikamaru Nara, and temporarily, Shikaku Nara. Your first mission will be handed out today. I advise that you meet with your team and build as much rapport as possible. Moments later, the division provided bentos for them, as some of these missions were not going to be out of the village, and who knows when they're going to get the time to eat or even rest. As Team 1 sat around the table, the only person that experienced working each other was Shino, because she had trained with Kurama one time, and she had worked with their team on one mission. Him and Hana was the only person that experienced working with each other. Everyone else was not used to working with each other as a group. As Naruto decided to go with the introduction first. Alright, I hate the silence, but I'm your new leader, so I want you all to introduce yourself. Names, likes, dislikes, and a list of your skills, and why you think you were put on this team. As his first gaze turned toward Teiwaya, she got the hint. Screw it, she said. My name is Teiwaya. I am formerly a member of Zone 4. Of that bastard snake. I have had seals placed on me to ensure my loyalty, until I can prove it. My language is foul, but I like it that way. I like my summons, genjutsu, and I guess I'm starting to like this shithole. I dislike Authority, Orochimaru, and his little bastard Kabuto, and how much shit costs in this place, and how loud that shithead over there snores. As she pointed towards Naruto. My skills are in genjutsu and my summons. I use the sound of my flute to control both, sometime at the same time. I have little skills in taijutsu and ninjutsu. I guess I was placed on his team for shithead to keep me in line, and I shall be long range support. Seeing that he was next to her, Choji decided to go afterwards. My name is Choji Akimichi. I like food, my friends, my family, and training. My dislikes are the word fat, not having food, and being in crowded rooms. My skills are in taijutsu, with my clan, expansion jutsu, and I'm decent at breaking genjutsu. I think I was placed in a squad to be a short to mid-range fighter. Shino was next. I'm Shino Aberami. I like bugs. I dislike fire and bug spray. My skills are in information gathering, mid-range fighting, and communication. I believe I was placed here to be a mid-range fighter. My name is Hana Inazaka. I like my dogs, my clan, and fighting. I dislike cats, cockiness, people who hurt animals, and stupidity. My skills are in taijutsu and medical ninjutsu. I believe I was placed here to be a medic. Naruto smirked. Good, he said. You all did good, first. I believe our first mission will be to clean out a bandit camp in the Northern Fire Country area. Perfect Sage said that there was a chance that they are tied with Kumo, but I believe that is just speculation. Do you always refer to Jiraiya-sama so disrespectfully? Asked Hana. I know he's your master, but you really should respect him. I respect him as much, if not more than anyone else. His vice is perving on women, so I call him Perfect Sage. When it's a serious matter, I do show proper respect by name, but not when it's just us. Oh yeah, name is Naruto Uzumaki. I like ramen. My friends. Village, friend. I dislike arrogance, waiting for the ramen to cook, and people who discriminate. My skills are in kinjutsu and ninjutsu, though I've been working on taijutsu and fuinjutsu. I was placed on this team to teach you and improve your weak points. Huh? Said Teiwaya. How are you gonna do that? Easy. I specialize in areas that you all lack. Choji, you need to incorporate Furious ninjutsu to bolster your taijutsu style. Hana, you have no ninjutsu either, not counting clan techniques. Teiwaya, I kicked your ass, so I know you have no taijutsu and ninjutsu. And Shino, you are relatively balanced, but that just means that you need help in everything. Eventually you should each take over your own team. As you get promoted, new members will take your other places. Everyone will help everyone train. Naruto glanced up when he heard the beep. It seems it's time to move out. Time skip. Main room. As you all have gathered by now, our village is in a weakened state. We have no police force. Our borders are not properly protected. Our ninjas have been dropping off in skills. Each of your teams will do a week every month in police duty. On top of that, you'll be assigned tasks that might take hours, or perhaps even months. Stated Danzo. Team 1, your first mission is to take out a camp in the northern section of the Fire Country. Team 2, you are to scout the area surrounding the village at the west side. There are rumors that there's a outpost near our walls. Team 3, you're on police duty. Tento will lead you. Team 4, you're on reserve until the next orders come. Team 5, you are to take these new files and study them. There are our new evacuation strategies. Team leaders, grab the assignments and move out. Stated Kakashi with an eye smile. Time skip, main gate. Alright, send Naruto to his team. This is rank as high B rank. Latest report is Akumo missing in. One from the stone and one from Konoha. They're all C rank shinobis. And the one from Konoha defected days after the Kyuubi attack. We will decide responsibilities when we get there. I have a personal mission along with this mission, so I will be departing after we clear out the camp. What formation should we use? It will be odd, with 5 of us, says Shino. Single file, said Naruto. Choji in front to defend against surprise attacks. Shino, you're right behind him. You two will be partnering up for this mission. Hana, you will be with me, tell me if you smell anything. And the triplets can cover Teiware, who will be behind us. I like it. I can provide long range for those two. And I'm still close to Shite to hear orders, said Teiware. Alright, said Naruto. Meanwhile, at the meeting room, as Danzo and Kakashi sat in the chair a distance away from each other. What's your ploy? Hokage-sama hasn't trusted you since. You sent me to kill him 10 years ago. It's because he doesn't trust me that is why he put me in charge of this division, Danzo said. He knows I'll be too occupied to do anything else, along with attempting to fix your failure as a sensei. Kakashi didn't show it, but that statement cut him deep. It was your failure. Sasuke was tainted by your counsel long before I was said to be sensei. You cater to his every whim. You must have understand what that does to someone. It makes them weak, which would keep him in the village, Danzo said. It made him selfish, to put himself before everyone else. It made him a traitor, said Kakashi. My methods have worked for all but 2 ninjas, Danzo said. That hardly constitutes a failure. And those 2 ninjas left the village. I do not speak of Itachi. Itachi did exactly what I was expecting of him. Nothing more, nothing less, Danzo said. Then who are you speaking of? Sasuke and who? The boy's father, Danzo said. I will not allow another talent to be wasted in this village. His son will reach his maximum potential, and I will do everything in my power to make sure he serves Konoha well. Kakashi frowned. Fukaku was not associated with Root or with Danzo. As Kakashi wondered, the boy, was he talking about... Wait, Sensei? He thought to himself. But guys, be in subscribe right here. If you want to see this important to do, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on that bell notification to stay posted, and also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto. Found the Uzumaki Curse over in Anime King 3, and I enjoyed that guys. And also over in Anime King 2, I posted a brand new episode guys of What If Naruto was kidnapped and returned with a bloodline. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy. And also remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click the subscribe button and become part of the Making family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to turn on that bell notification and stay posted. And yeah, without further ado, I'm off now. See you guys soon. Peace guys.